So Amelia is on track for good level of development. However, she's sort of one of ours that we are targeting because we're concerned that if she doesn't have that like initial focus as we head towards the end of the year, she potentially might not quite make it.
Left hand. This one. Right hand.
She really struggles with that like directional language. So the initial sort of showing left and right is always really challenging for Amelia, and you think she's sort of got there, and then the next session it's like it's completely gone and she's back to getting in a muddle again. So that needs a lot of repetition for Amelia. The start of our session is very much focused on that positional language based on her body movements, and then also transferring that to the pegboard as well. At home, Amelia doesn't speak English, they speak Chinese at home. And then as soon as she comes into the school environment, she's sort of thrown into that English language, and she's very fluent with English, but it's more her processing and her understanding. You'll say things to her, and although she kind of understands what you mean, she might be just a little bit off. So you often end up with something slightly different to what you've envisaged if you haven't fully supported her with it. If you're saying 4 red pegs, you often end up with 5 red pegs, but she can then go back and check. You say, oh, how many do we need? And she can go back. And I think the flexibility of the product allows that to happen. It's not a major error if she's gone wrong with doing the peg bit first. It's a really easy fix where she doesn't feel like she's failed. The peg comes out and we go again.
Good girl, well done. This is tricky. And we said 4, so where does the last one need to go? Let's have a look. Is that a diagonal line? Fantastic. Well done. That was a tricky one. Great job. Good resilience.
In terms of her writing progress, the initial writing assessment that we did before starting the programme, we were really struggling to write on lines. The letters were of all different sizes. Although they were formed with some success, they weren't amazing. Starting at the top of the circle and going in an anti-clockwise direction, you can see a huge improvement in her progress reports of the direction that she's going. We have worked right through up until like a second assessment, and there's a huge improvement. All letters are now on the line. We've got a few that are backwards, but she could tell you what it was and she's been able to have a go at practicing. But massive improvement, and it'll be hugely helping her with that understanding of that English language and sort of developing that ability to process what she's been told and follow that instruction, as well as sort of the handwriting progress as well.